Vogel from High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop. I've been fixing zippers since I was in 8th grade, and they kind of called me the zipper guru. So today I'm going to go through what we can fix on a zipper, what we can't fix. So first we're going to go through what we cannot fix on a zipper, and then we're going to go through how simple it is to fix the other parts. One major thing we cannot fix on a zipper is missing teeth. Now, when teeth are missing, it's time to replace the zipper. However, if it's close to the top and you're okay with just a little less function of the length of the zipper, a new stopper can be added to that broken area and the zipper will not run past that broken spot. The other part you have to look at is damaged or misplaced teeth. Sometimes those teeth can be relined, but if the tops or anything are damaged, you cannot fix that. The other important part on a zipper that separates at the bottom for jackets and such is you need to inspect the tab that goes in one side and the connector box that goes on the other. If those two items are missing, the zipper needs to be replaced. I have tried several types of glues and everything to put them back on. They never last more than a couple tries. So that's a replacement time. On a coil zipper, they call this a continuous coil zipper because it's one continuous. When the zipper starts separating from the tape like this here, it cannot be fixed. That's time for a new zipper. Now, let's show you what can be fixed. This is the most common on a coil zipper is when you take your slider and you go up, slide it, but it does not connect the teeth. That is just a damaged or wore out slider. And that part can be taken off and a new one put on and the zipper is good as new. This is really handy in backpacks, purses, tents. And later on, I'll show you where you can get a good supply for these parts. Now, if we have a molded tooth zipper like this, and the tab has broken off, and you can no longer put a paper clip or anything on there to make it work, I'm going to show you how to remove the slider and put a new one on. We're going to take the zipper all the way to the bottom and disengage the tab and the top. And I just take a pair of wire cutters and I hand it on the side here and I snip off this plastic in half, grab hold of the other half, and now that slider can come right off. I inspect the bottom of the slider. There's numbers and sizes on here. This one is a YKK and it's a 5V, which stands for Vislon. And you would get a new replacement slider on that. You'd put this back on. And I have a whole supply of different types of stoppers. I take a U-shaped stopper, or if you do not have this option, you can just fold this back and sew it back in. And that will usually hold the slider from coming off. But if you have these stoppers, I get them in my compound gripping pliers and I secure that on, and now with the new slider on there, give it a test and we're good to go. Metal zippers are the same way. You come off the top, take off the stopper, put the new slider back on. They'll just have a number and there'll be 10 or 8 or 5 or 7. So it's very important to match them up. YKK seems to be the industry standard, so YKK parts seem to fit most zippers. Now on a coil, coils are acquired taste. You really have to learn how to use these and put them on. Usually when it's frayed like this, the first thing I'll do is I'll take a scissors and trim off the frayed edge, because that'll get in the way. Then I will match up the slider. And the sliders have little numbers here on the end. This is a YKK 5CN. That's for a new coil. About 10 years ago, they came out with a different size coil. So that will not, you have to match up the right coil. I know this is an old coil, so this just has what looks like a letter S, but that stands for 5. And I found the easiest way to get this on is put one side on about 1/4 of an inch up and kind of pinch it into place with your fingernail. tuck the other one in and then kind of pull at the bottom. And now that zipper that was separating earlier with the white slider is working perfectly. And you can buy stoppers that kind of look like a staple with 4 legs. The stoppers go in, you push them in, you take your pliers and bend over those legs on both sides. You can actually sew across here with a bar tack on a sewing machine if you got a heavy duty enough sewing machine. But now that zipper would be great for a purse, be good to fix in a tent. So if I'm fixing a tent, I'll bring the slider all the way down that is worn out, and I'll snip right here with a wire cutter or scissors. Just snip the tape to get the old slider on. Now I'll install the new slider and put a stopper across there, and your tent door is only missing about 3/4 of an inch in opening. Put a stopper on or sew across, and you don't have to buy a new tent. Now, a great place to find all these parts and pieces is a place called Wawak. And you can look them up. They have a wonderful website. Here is a great page for looking up the size you need. They even say new coil, old coil. You can buy in pairs. You can buy in bulk up to 10. You can even buy the tools and stuff you need right here. We're in Grand Junction, Colorado, and I really don't want anybody to send me their projects to fix. So you can do this yourself with the right tools and with this new knowledge. Thanks for listening.